Alright, welcome to some more Satisfactory. So, basically, we still need to go ahead and make the two necessary components for the next phase. So, yeah. I've done a tiny bit of exploration of time, mainly in here. And I did manage to retrieve some hard drives, although it's clear that some areas are still too hostile for me. Like lots of radiation, for example, which is not something I want to deal with. Or rather, something I can deal with would be a better phrase. Let's see, so you're idle. Yeah. Basically, I just want to see what's the status of things right now. You're producing this. You're full. You're full. There's 200 copper sheets lying on the ground there for whatever reason. Not sure, but sure. So let's see. We are basically, yeah, and I just screwed this up because why not? We basically need to look into the big fabrications and all that. But first things first, we should address the power situation of the base. So the base currently has more potential than it has the option to produce. So yeah, we're gonna be solving that with, I want to go ahead and use fuel power. We have the necessary resources for it, maybe a bit more engines, yeah, a bit more engines and we're good. Basically, let's go ahead and do a recipe that also allows us to get polyethylene, or however it's called. Basically, we're gonna go ahead and calculate that. It needs to solve our issues with the power. But also, let's have a quick look at what we need it for. So, this would be another way to get power. To get like more high-speed connectors, so that has potential for sure. Zipline we can get if we want to. Yeah, and this fabric stuff we also want. So, yeah. Fuel will produce that. And polymer resin also has that as an option. So, we're gonna be going for that. And also we should have another quick look just to refresh us on the requirements. So currently we require 500 and 100 of those components. I'm not sure what they're called, but whatever. Modular engines. Alright. Modular engines are gonna need the following. 2 engines. We make those, this should be pretty easy to do. Rubber. We have rubber. So like we're good on this part. Like we're good. And we require plates. Now I did unlock an alternative recipe which does need to be made in these things. but it is quite a bit more effective. Like 5 a minute for just some plastic, so probably gonna go with that. We should have enough rotors, and if not, we can adjust production on those. But yeah, we're gonna need about 500 of these, and they go at 1 a minute by default, so we might want to see if we can get multiples of them. Then there's this thing. Computers, heavy modulars, circuit boards. Well, circuit boards... Alright, these circuit boards, they're cheap. We can just set them up and we're good to go. Automatic wiring. They do require rotors and a lot of wires, but otherwise these should be fine. Heavy modular frames. We actually have 2 recipes for them. The alternative one is a bit faster. Let's see. Might just go for the alternative one because concrete pretty easy to set up. And computers will just require circuit boards, which we already require, and some more plastic. So yeah, they're gonna require quite a bit of stuff basically. And basically that also means we really need to have a look at our power first and foremost, because I'm suspecting it will not be able to handle this output, especially if I want to go ahead and make sure all machines start producing at once, which is ideally what we would want. So yeah. That's it in. So yeah, first and foremost, let's go ahead and have a look. I also want at least 100 of those resin tins. Even if it's only temporarily, that would be fine, but preferably just permanently. Yeah, I'm aware of what's behind me, but like, I don't really care. As long as they just leave me alone while I'm doing my thing here, we're cool. Alright, I'm cool with them. These guys though, no. Also apparently these guys just like to respawn. Which does mean we have infinite spit remained, I suppose, so infinite biofuel. Although that's not that big of a concern. So let's see. The refinery. I usually just have the stuff to make a refinery in a pocket, but that works. Alright, let's see. So we're going from a normal well. We are doing 120 a minute. This uses 30 and you use 30. Alright, so we have like 60 left. So we can do fuel, which is going to take crude oil. So let's see. Fuel grades 40 for 60. Which I would argue is quite good. Let's see. You use how much? You use 20 a minute. So very straightforward, 20 a minute, and then 2 of you would produce about 500. Now that ain't bad at all by any means. But let's have a look at the alternative. Residue fuel. 60 residue, heavy oil residue for 40 fuel a minute. So same as this, just with polys. This, yeah, but that's basically sacrificing, I don't know, 40 a minute, and this. Alright, I'm gonna need to calculate a bit here. So we have the direct route, which is 60 into 40. We have an indirect route, which is 30 to 40, but we can do this twice, so it would be 80. Then, let's see, this is just another type of fuel, which is not useful for us. This is much more useful. So this would be 60 to 40. I think this might be more effective. So here we get 80. Alright, so we would get a bit extra. Let's see, if we use 20, because that's what we would be getting, we would be getting an extra 13.5 a minute. So I'm gonna say that is in fact just not worth it. Also because I kind of want to set this up quickly, and then I forgot to burn extra engines. Well, luckily the train is here, so we're gonna be taking the train. So I think we're gonna do the direct route. It's probably more efficient to do the indirect route, but on the other hand, I just want power currently. Unless we can use the heavy ore residue for something else. But we'll see. If we ever need like a ton of plastic or rubber, there's definitely improvements to be made. That much is for certain. But currently it's sitting pretty good, I would say. Yeah, let's get 3 stacks of those. That should be fairly good. Train going, too bad I suppose. Which is like, oh well. But yeah, let's go ahead and quickly check that. Worst comes to worst, I can also just make more power in other ways, and that just means either get some geysers, which would be good. Also, like, it would be perfectly acceptable to just tap 1 or 2 more oil wells and get a ton of power that way. Also, I imagine this is more efficient than steam geysers. Although steam geysers might be low maintenance for the cost, so it's a bit of whatever in that regard, I suppose. Yeah, spitters are attacking me, don't really care. So, yeah. Stuff Dolphins chasing me still? Not really. Alright. So... let's get all of this set up. So, pipeline junction about here. Yeah, but you need to go for a minute so you can be properly placed. Yes, we're good. Yeah, the alignment thing doesn't really work if we're not... Oh, I suppose you can also just directly line it up. You know what? It's probably way better. Because it's much simpler. You go here, you go here. Perfect. Then we're gonna need 2 fuel generators. That will produce quite a healthy amount of power. I'm gonna say this is neat enough. Terrain too uneven. Well, I just want to get power, so... Let's see, as long as I can make this turn over here, I'm fine with it, looking like that. Yeah, it's not the prettiest, but like it will work. Yeah, it will do for sure. Well, I suppose we'll just do it like that then. So the only thing that's left is to put power pull down over here, and then let's go ahead and find one that's not full yet. Yeah, in fact that will do. So that should go ahead and take care of the power. You're bumping, alright. Oh, you need the heavy ore residue. So... alright, never mind. Yeah, alright, that's why you were not working. Alright, so... that does need heavy ore residue. And this is the recipe for crude oil. Okay, that makes more sense, I suppose. Oh, wait. Yeah, but that's correct. I was gonna use this one. Yeah, hold on a minute. Yeah, now you're producing... you're gonna get fuel in like a moment. So, you're gonna start up like at any moment now. 14 minutes, you have fuel flowing through you, excellent. And you two should start up soon, I suppose. Like, as long as you get kick-started eventually. Yes. Yeah. And you're gonna need a container to hold basically the stuff you produced, and we better make it big. Yeah, industrial storage. Also because I do want to have access to those polymers in case I ever decide to do anything with it. And in terms of the belts, I'm gonna use the top tier belts. And also place my storage container down correctly. Yeah, the fastest belt. Any particular reason? Nope. But this is one of my least used material, and I just happen to have a ton of it in stock right now. So yeah, it's just gonna be convenient for me to use them. Yes, so 40 minutes. So now let's have a look at our power situation. So yeah, our production is about 1700 currently. Let's see. You're working and you do not. You require 20, you require 20. You should be fine then. But maybe it needs... Hold on. Let's see. Because I do have... I think I know what the issue is. It basically needs to get kickstarted. And since we did not have enough, we can't actually go ahead and kickstart anything. But we should have a pretty easy option for that. Oh, that's a bit big. Yeah, this should be fun. Let's see, logistics, pipes, invalid pipe shape. You know what, we can also just try it once this thing starts to back up nice and full. Because I'm betting that's just the issue, it needs some fuel to get started. And since this is barely producing enough, that just won't do basically. It's 100% efficient, so that's quite good. Dun. Let's see. We're just gonna wait until this thing becomes entirely so full that it's not going to function anymore. Also nice, we now have enough for the memory search. I don't have enough cables, really? Can I get myself some cable? Quite easy, in fact. Well, we're gonna be needing to fill back on cables. Yeah, it's always nice to just be able to place a mem down and then you can just say in the mycelium research synthetic fabric, which is not unimportant.
Research completed. Polyester fabric recipe unlocked. Using polyethylene terephthalate, production of a lightweight and strong fabric can be automated. It has many of the properties of naturally sourced fabric and also amplifies body odor.
Yep, here we go. So now let's see. You're starting. You're starting as well. Alright. If the calculation and all are correct, that should pretty much fix that issue. Yeah. It requires my ceiling. This is like the only issue with it. So we now should have another fabric recipe. Which is that made with the refinery? And I have the resources to go ahead and plop them to check, I suppose. So let's see. Yes, it is. So 30 a minute and 30 watt. Alright, that's pretty easy. You're making 30 a minute. It's basically yelling like, convert this into fabric. Well, let's go ahead and set that up. Do I also have the components for a smart? I do not. I should set those up because it can help with overflow for systems like this. Because currently, technically, I don't have a good way to do an overflow. But, which, yeah, this is gonna lead me to gas mask. Which should be pretty good. Yeah, basically that. Let's see, this is dismantling stuff. I'm gonna choose to build something. Let's toggle it to zoop. I actually do not have any concrete out of all the things. Well, calling me surprised. No. I do want to go ahead and set it up, so... Oh, although, hold on. We can put it here. I think there's room. We will see. Refinery. Although refineries aren't that small. Although, hold on a minute. I think my workbench is actually blocking it. Yes. Some clipping, but I'm willing to look past that. So I'm gonna say yeah, there's also wet concrete you can do. How fast does that produce anyway? Pretty fast, I suppose, but not really necessary. Polyresmer skin, we're gonna need water, which means we're gonna need a water extractor. And I'm missing materials. Well, time to go ahead and run back to base for a bit, I suppose. But yeah, it will be nice to just have fabric. That way we're also gonna be able to just make gas masks. Which means we can finally explore anywhere where there's a ton of gas. Which is like better than never, I suppose, but it will be very convenient to have. So Also, us running back and forth allows us to test whether the fuel generator now operates consistently. Because we do want consistent power, that's for sure. So let's go ahead and see. Yeah, consistent power. Although I'm gonna say this, I'm not satisfied. And the very simple reason why I'm not is if you have a look at the production rate of power versus the possible consumption, I want a bit more wiggle room in there, that's for sure. I'm gonna say let's opt for, well, a few things. First off, we have the option to get, where is it exactly? Radar tower also sounds interesting, to be sure, but it's not what we're looking for. I'm sure it's in here somewhere. Oh. Isn't sulfur maybe? Why can't I find it? Well, whatever I was thinking of, I cannot think of it right now apparently, so... That's a tin? Also, yeah, that tin is also completely backstuffed, and that might be good to get like a smart splitter on there, so the devices can actually be split properly into an awesome chip. Right, so set up the water, then we can go ahead and make the alternative recipe for that. You know what, let's just have a look and... Because I know I've made smart... Yeah, just want to see what they do. Yeah. Let's see, what do I need to make myself a smarty splitter? Rather smart splitter. It doesn't need to be on my to-do list. I would like it on my hotbar though. So I just need one AI limiter. Which, can I make one of those real quick? Yeah, I can. Pretty easily. Let's just get a couple of those, in fact. Because being able to make smart splitters on the fly will be good, basically. So we can now go ahead and set that up completely. So, right, we need the geysers. That's what we want. Let's see. Power slugs, quartz. Where is the thing that allows for power creation of them? It's right here. So we need 100 high-speed connectors and like 1,000 quick wires. Alright. That doesn't sound too bad, honestly. Let's see, they do mean distance, right? If not, then I've been looking too quickly. Yeah, it's not. It's the high speed connector. Alright. Well, double check. Circuit boards. High speed connectors right in here. Oh, so alright, so they do just require circuit boards, so that's fine, and they just require some of that and some of that. You know what? Honestly, it doesn't look terrible. Just for research, just grab them like this. They go decently quickly. Let's see. Do we happen to have any? Sometimes we just happen to find them, and it's like, man, might as well use them. Yeah. In fact, we did. So it's a good thing I checked. 46 of these bad boys. Yeah, we're gonna be cramming these out in no time, so we should have 72 here. 79. We mainly just need some more plastic. Let's just go ahead and get some more plastic. So, yeah. Yeah, that's the downside with the train. As long as it's docked in this position, it's not interactive at all, basically. Don't need this. But this will do. Dun dun. Radar tower is also something that sounds very interesting. I'm not sure how useful that would be. I'm certainly not ruling it out just... Alright, how useful is that realistically going to be to us? That's the main thing. And yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and do this bit by hand because it's not that much that we need. We need about 100 of them. Right, concrete is something we needed to stock up on. I should definitely not forget that. There we go, 500 in stock. And you are now backstuffed. Which basically means the only reason you're currently producing is just to get this. I'm gonna go ahead and stock up, and we should just use tier belts whenever possible. Tier 4 belts rather. So yeah, let's see. Circuit boards are also something we are gonna need to be automating. First of all the power situation, and then we are really good to go. So let's see, actually you're gonna need these things, and these things. You know what? This is not gonna be so bad to set up. We might need to start setting up more cable production. Maybe even the alternative one. Because the alternative just trades in... Yeah, the alternative is actually quite good because we just go ahead and use some rubber and we make like way more. Well, let's see. We might as well just finish up these things real quick. These are 6. This is 8. You know what? I think we're just gonna go ahead and... Oh, that's what I needed, wire. I hope it's worth it, basically, at this point. But we will see. Let's see, this will consume quite a bit of stuff. Alright, it will also consume this stuff. We need a tiny bit more plastic. Alright, we can do that. Let's try to quickly go into you before... Nope! Too late. You know what? Let's go ahead and just fix that issue. Yeah, I should go ahead and fix that issue. Because I want access to my stuff at all times. Plus having a buffer on this side of this stuff. I mean, can't hurt, can it, right? I'm actually missing steel pipes. Alright. Time to go ahead and get steel pipes. We're basically spending a lot of time just dealing with power currently, but like, it's very necessary. You're good to go. So like, as soon as I do something like this, you know, it will go ahead and spike up in power use. So... Although, yeah, let's just go ahead and go over there and deal with the resin situation. Although, first things first, you go here, you go here, and yeah, the main reason to do this currently is just whenever this train arrives, it basically turns this non-interactable, which is like, sure, that is how it works. Don't get me wrong. But I would like it to, you know... No. I want to align you. Why in the world do you not... Oh, that plays you backwards. Huh. Well, doesn't matter. Oh, I'm connecting you to the exit. Yeah, that's not going to work, is it? Yeah, no sir. It won't. Yep, so these are basically the fastest belts we have available. So this thing is unloading at like rapid speed. So that fixes that issue, me not being able to access stuff while the train is there. And seeing as the train moves pretty quickly, this might be healthy anyway, because you don't want the train to go ahead and unload while we still have stuff being produced. So yeah, actually thinking about it, that's very much a necessary buffer. And in fact, we might go ahead and hook up the second output in a bit anyway, because there's no reason not to do that. Although I suspect it will just go ahead and keep up. So, not like it's a huge deal. Also, we might as well just go ahead. Right, we need to handle the overflow. That's what we're doing. Let's just focus on handling the overflow first and foremost. Yeah, there's also buffers on this side, so first of all, a bit more organization thingies. Doesn't need to be a huge amount. I am still gonna go for containers. Because, yay, containers. Basically. In between it is going to be a smart splitter. Clipping may occur, but it actually doesn't. So we're gonna say forward is gonna be any. Left is going to be overflow. So whatever we overflow, we are gonna go ahead and put in an awesome sink. And it can go right into there. So the only thing this thing is going to need is water, and it's gonna be good to go basically. And because we only require one, we're gonna have a very simple water setup, which means we're just gonna take a pipe over here and then a pump. No, it's not called that. It's not called that. Because that's what you use to actually move those things. But no, we need something different. Another packager, another extractor. I'm completely blanking on this. Production, yeah, water extractor. Straight up in production. Oh, geez.
That may indeed be water. Try submerging your arm. If it does not dissolve, that will narrow down the range of possibilities. Or you could just pipe it to a coal-powered generator and see what happens.
Yep. Spoiler alert, it is in fact just Yeah, basically, the game still occasionally wants to teach me stuff, because we started in an older version of the game, where, well, it didn't exist yet, so that's a valid excuse, I would say. There we go. We're making fabric, ladies and gentlemen. Excellent. Very good. So, let's see, for research purposes, do we need fabric for anything? well, we need it for like this one, which is just a nice quality of life thing, so. And we're gonna need it for the gas mask to be able to make filter insides. And eventually we're also gonna be accumulating coupons. We also have like 9 printable ones, but that's fine. Honestly, it is. And let's see. 24. Yeah, producing at a nice steady rate with an awesome sink, which means it will go ahead and reduce to its hard content. Now let's have a look at our power situation. And meanwhile, we're still not really producing that much extra in comparison. That's unfortunate, but I think I just want to go ahead and roll with it. Well, might as well look around for hard drives for a tiny bit, just to make sure we don't miss any. Yeah, I haven't really. Oh. And we're getting this in. Let's go ahead and try to find this hard drive. Because more hard drives for our stuff. There's one over here. Alright, well. Usually it's guarded by something, but this is still within our level, so. Yeah, 2 of them, less ideal, but. This is basically still manageable. Yeah, this is gonna be rubber. Fully operational. Love it. Package fuel. These are good. These are actually really hard to make. In case beams, we don't really need. I don't need more rubber, and I don't need more encased beams. Wow. Well, right. I'm not that high on HP. On the other hand, getting rid of these guys is, yeah, not that hard. Because they die in 2 hits, so... I think we do want to go ahead and just make space for our yellow friend. I don't need so many of these, and I don't think we need screws that much. So, yoink! Yellow power slug acquired. Any more hard drives in the vicinity? It seems to be no. So, yeah, we're gonna be just dropping them off. I'm glad I checked over here. Maybe we'll get a useful recipe out of it. Maybe we'll get something useless. I don't know. So possible you get something useless with these. And that's another slug I see, so we might as well just quickly get that. Right, I need to remember I'm not at full HP, so technical adventures like those are a bit more risky, but on the other hand, I'm sure we can do it. Yeah, there must be one more. Oh, right. Because I researched it, I do have an obelisk, so I think that should be able to blow up those kinds of rocks. Oh, wait, speaking of, that might make this very interesting. Although I suspect this will be more. Although, this is a lot. Yeah, he's basically the bigger variation of this enemy. So they can take a lot more abuse. Yoink, why not? Well, that's like a real resource spot, I suppose. Oh, no. Yeah, that's probably uranium. Which, probably gonna be good later. Probably power, I mean it's uranium, so... That kind of figures in my book. Let's see. Shattery bar would also be interesting. Scan tower, if we can pull it off, why not? But let's see. Yeah, you're under here for some reason, right? Yes. Yep. Gas mask. Yes, please.
Research completed. Gas mask and filter unlocked. Mycelia fabric is highly absorbent, making it more effective at toxic gas filtration than the standard issue Pioneer helmet. A pleasant pine scent is included. Gas filters require regular replacement for optimal safety.
Yep, so that all makes sense in my book. Right, hard drives. Yeah, let's go ahead and scan the hard drive. I also know there's some mountains that just require them in general. Oh, it's a bit... I suppose the animation bugs, but whatever. We're basically gonna go ahead and get back to the base. Then just need to make sure we have enough rotors and all that. And let's also see what a gas mask will cost us. If it doesn't cost a lot, I just want to keep a punch in my inventory at all times for the gas mask. I suspect they'll just mostly be costing coal, which is fine. We can pretty easily automate that. So yeah, that should all be good to go. I'm also confident enough for the things. Anyway, I'm first gonna go ahead and change a bit about the setup over there. So I basically just want 2 industrial size containers. We can easily afford that. Like, this is not a problem at all, basically. And we're gonna go ahead and disconnect part of the stuff over here near the end. And we're gonna set up a smart splitter with an awesome sink like right over here. So on the left here is going to be overflow. To the center, we're gonna go ahead and pull out some what's this stuff called? Silica. Silica's gonna be in the center. Silica. And on the right here, we're gonna be having the other stuff, which is called quartz. Or rather, quartz should be in the middle. Yeah, it should. Quartz crystal, and this is silica. Our awesome sink can hook up right about here. Good enough. So, yeah. You go here, you go here, you go right here, and you go right here, and then just the tiny bit of silica that we have. Here, let's go ahead and sort it. It can go here and here. Yeah, there's also buffers on the other hand, but I don't really care. Basically, let's use the power of smart splitters to actually smartly split. Would have thought. So, yeah, this over here and then this over here. Now, I could easily replace it with faster belts, but not that necessary. Eventually, I'll suspect that silica is going to really quickly just fill up. Like, most of this belt is silica, but that does mean that the quartz crystals will now get a moment to shine, basically, and this thing will go ahead and make me coupons for the future, because I don't know, I might want that. I'm not super sure, but it will do. Let's have a look at our power stuff. Yeah, still not what one would call ideal. But I think I've sat here chilling my twins long enough. So let's go ahead and plop down. Well, I really need to go ahead and just construct a belt, I suppose. I'm missing plastic. Well, we can easily get that. Package fuel would also be nice, because it's way more permanent in terms of type of fuel, but on the other hand, meh, don't care that much, basically. Let's see. Let's just go ahead and get straight into it. So I'm Yeah, right. I put this in my hotbar for a reason. Silly me. Sources too uneven. No, it's not. It really isn't. It's specifically made to be even, but I digress. So, let's see. Alright, gas filters pretty easy. Don't really need to make them here, but let's see. Let's say we put the end goal right about here. Or rather, let's, because we are gonna need extra, we're gonna need, or rather we're gonna put one besides it. Not entirely aligned, it's fine. Modular engine, so we're gonna need motors at 2 a minute. And also, let's already, because I know this is gonna be the final step. Merger, just so it's way more convenient. Conveyor merger, yeah. Yep. And let's just put it down here, basically. So, you're gonna be outputting in this direction. You're gonna have a fancy elevator down. You're gonna also have a fancy down. Also, yeah, there's no reason at all to use belts that are this pricey, but still. We might as well, since I do want this to happen fast. No, I do want to see progress being tracked as accurately as possible. So, yeah, this will go in here. Yeah, is it totally unnecessary to use these expensive belts? Yes. Do I care? Nah. Don't really care about it one bit, mate. One bit. So. Perfect. So, yeah, with those two merged over there, we can just go ahead and get them in the rocket. Also, I'm aware that we have like a lot of inputs to work with over here. But on the other hand, we're good to go with this. But let's see the results of this research. Quick wire and an alternative for the rotor production. This is not any faster. Wire would be easier than screws though, although we do have an option to use steel for that, so yeah. The other one's a lot faster, but a lot more annoying, so I'm gonna rescan the hard drive once. Don't need really more crystals. Let's see, computers though. I'll take this as an alternative, but it's not really that big of a deal, this alternative. Might not even use it, in fact. But regardless, so let's just see. 15 rubber. We can hook up rubber over here, so. So let's see actually. let's... Yeah. So, first things first, we need... Or rather, let's go ahead and see if we also need plastic. But yeah, rubber, first things first, we'll get that over there. And that should be... That's like just straightforward. In there, done that. Nothing much going on. Motors to a minute. Let's see, how many are we currently producing in a minute? So production comes out to over here, which goes in here, which is not the most convenient. You're making 5 a minute, but you are not really producing that efficiently. Why is that? Oh, because I turned you on pause. Well, let's see. We need 2 a minute for that. So you don't even need to be running that efficient, honestly. 4 minutes, you need 10 a minute, so you're definitely not getting enough rotors. But we only need 2 minutes, so let's go ahead and target 2 a minute. Yeah, let's just go ahead and target 2 a minute. Means you need 4 a minute. Which means that this setup will work very well for that. Alright. There we go. We are clipping, but that's honestly fine. So, yeah. It should be sticking out somewhere around here. Yeah, not the most convenient spot ever, I suppose. In fact, not convenient at all. Let's see, is it gonna allow me to place it somewhere cheeky? Like, I just need it to be on the ground. Overlapping with another object's clearance. Sure, if you allow me to make a shape like that, I will make a shape like that. Yep. Just the conveyor belt is still on, but like this will basically do it. Also, we might as well, let's go ahead and give the building some power actually. So, here we go. First component ready. Second component should be, well, just as simple. You just need to be hooked up to rubber, which we can do in a minute. Yeah, it's a bit zigzaggy, but that's fine. This factory is hopelessly messy as it is anyway. That's the alternative sand material. That's plastic, and this would be rubber. So here we go. It's plenty of rubber streaming out into the production line. We don't actually have any more biofuel. We'll fix that in a bit, I suppose. But right now, all that's important is you're getting your rubber. I didn't calculate it, but I'm sure it's getting enough. So, let's see, 5 a minute. Do you need 5 a minute? You certainly do not. But with this, we can easily improve it. So, let's see, you need reinforced plates, you need rotors, and you need plastic. Versus the assembler, probably not the constructor. Because I think it at least requires 2 components, yeah. So, you do 2 a minute with 2 reinforced, 2 rotors, 2.5 reinforced plates and 2.5 rotors. I'm gonna opt for you. That seems just like a way better investment of power resources and all. Let's see, we can already go ahead and just construct a belt. We can do it like this, and the clip-in won't be as horrendous. Yeah, so we are gonna need another similar pipeline like this just for plastic, which shouldn't be that big of a deal. And now we need to have a look at our rotor production and all that, because we just might want to up that. Right over here is our very handy container of a lot of these reinforced steel beams, because it's basically the previous tier I was using. That's how I see it. Just concrete added. Which concrete's very useful, but I've set up a good production line of it already, so these are reinforced plates, so we're gonna be able to snag them from over there for this. And let's see, how many am I making a minute here? We're making like 5 a minute, so basically that counts as we're good. So let's get ourselves a splitter. I love that the game allows you to just place it on like this. Like, I want to split. Yes. Perfect. It's not the most straight conveyor belt ever, but it will work. So let's see. Elevator. Let's see, first one. Yeah, let's go with the first one. We'll probably just minimize clipping. Let's see. Yes. Yeah, there's clipping. It's a bit of spaghetti mess, but not much to be done about that, I'm afraid, so it's love to see it flow. By the way, I didn't check plastic at all. Rotors. Oh, these things. You are making 4 a minute. You are using 4 a minute for 2 engines. Alright, we definitely don't have enough rotors. Like, I can go ahead and set it up, but it will just be a horrible bottleneck. 2 bottlenecks in the same region doesn't seem like a good idea. Like at all. Let's also check for the power usage now. Yeah, power usage did go up a tiny bit. Still didn't go up a ton, because I'm probably still producing way more iron, or rather the potential is way more than I currently need. So we need 2.5 rotors. Let's, for just quick reference, get an assembler and see. So we can make 4 using iron rods and screws. We have an alternative which makes 11, so that's quite a bit faster for 195 screws a minute, and you need 100. Well, let's see, you need 22 of those a minute. Like the screws we can do with steel now, so let's see. Young. Oh, you are currently making the rotors. So if I go ahead and say, hey, you're gonna go ahead and use these. You are making 10 a minute of those. So let's see. Yeah, we're gonna disconnect you for just a minute and select the alternative recipe. So 195 screws a minute. So we will need to do that math, I suppose. I don't think... Yeah, you're definitely not capable of carrying that much at that speed, so... At the very least, we're gonna go ahead and speed you up quite a bit. Now, you need 22 copper sheets a minute. You're not producing 22 a minute, are you? You're only producing 10 a minute. Let's see. Constructor. Let's see, do we have any alternative recipes for this thing unlocked yet? We do not, so we're stuck with 10 a minute. Well, that's almost fine. This means we need like 2 more of these. Yeah. That is what we need. Let's see. You're using 20 a minute, you're using 15 a minute. Your output only 12. So you're producing 30, you're using 20. Okay. So let's see, if we put a second here, we would be 60 and we can do... That math works out. Let's see, you're going up above. Alright, you're already a Mark II miner. So how much are you mining here currently? We're doing 120 a minute. So let's see. You guys are making wire. You're making wire, and you're or rather copper wire converting into wire. Yada yada. So you're only using 15 a minute, and you're using like 20 a minute. Just calculating what's possible. So you're being used for the alternative recipe over here for iron alloy. Yeah, you are. You need 10 a minute, 10 a minute, 10 a minute, so you guys need 30 a minute. Alright, so the top line's consuming 30 a minute. You are currently consuming 30 minutes, so that makes 60. 90. Wait, that means we just have free production opening. Like, sure, we need to expand the foundation a bit here, but if I'm calculating this correctly, we should just be good to go to easily add like so like just one smelter. So like we're gonna have an extra smelter over here. You're producing 30. You're only using 20. So that effectively means we can just rearrange the setup slightly and we should be pretty good to go. Yeah, hold on, let's go ahead and clean up the inventory a bit. Let's see, what don't we immediately need? I can get rid of a portable miner. No, this should be good enough. Don't think there's that much junk around, so yeah. So yeah, we're using a splitter. We have like 30 left, or rather 60. So we can just say, yeah, go ahead and do that. Then we're getting another splitter. And then we can use any old bell type that we want. I'm gonna use the because why not? In terms of power poles, I should just use the like Mark II because 7 connections is pretty good basically. Let's see. Yep, get rid of you. So these two need to be merged. So let's set ourselves up a way merger. And then yoink and yoink. Yeah, that will instantly do that. Yeah, hold on. Actually, let's go ahead since we're gonna be needing it anyway. Hop on over to here. Then hop on over to here. We're basically first going to set up the line for it. Because we might as well just go ahead and set that up. Perfect. We'll go with zigzag. Oh, it's the wrong way around. Well, it's kind of necessary for it to be the right way around, you know? I'm trying like as hard as I realistically want to not that be an issue. Yes, go. Yeah, we'll improve that production in a minute, but I figured we might just want to get this thing started, even though it's not going to be at 100% efficiency. That's a bit lower than I would have liked it to be, but it will do. Copper goes, actually no, hold on. Yeah, hold on, I'm doing this completely, or rather not completely, just needs to go over here. We also need to see if we produce enough screws, but steel is a very effective way to make them, so... We will see, basically. So, we do have a bit of a buffer. So now let's put up the conveyor Mark 4. And we're gonna put a splitter right over here. And then we can go ahead and easily just make our way over there with all of the things that we want. There we go. Might as well just speed these up as much as we can. So we'll go ahead and see how efficient it is. I'm mainly worried about the screws. But yeah, at 11.5, once this starts operating, it will keep going and going and going and going. Even though it's currently like more like 3 something because of it not really set up that way yet. But yeah, here we go. 5 a minute, and you will go in here, and we're gonna be making the modular stuff. So that's very good. In fact, with that being said and done, we might as well have a look at you too. Right, I set you out, but we're gonna be doing additional controlling. Which, yeah, this guy is gonna require more, like much more, if he's set up properly. But let's go ahead and in fact I should just have these foundations on my whole bar. Yeah. I need to basically learn to use my whole bar a lot more. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let's see, automatic wire circuit, heavy modular frames and computers. Alright, so let's see what makes first to go with first. There's basically quite a bit of stuff that needs to be processed, and you are making your things. Excellent. So that's working. Let's quickly go ahead, since you're gonna need to be producing these things for a while to get started. We need to set up more of these sheets. Yeah. The buffer's gonna run out pretty quick, actually. Let's see. So they are just constructed recipes. Let's make it a tiny bit easier. Yeah, maybe organizing both floors would be good soon, but yep. Merger. Dun, dun. I'm gonna do it the more expensive way. Any reason to do this the more expensive way? Not really, but I can, and in this case it just makes it easier to make it look pretty. So which means you are not needed. You're gonna be the same deal here, but with splitters instead. Necessary. Nope, but or rather, this one's more necessary, but this one isn't. So yeah, you are being fed these things over here, and we're gonna copy, paste settings into here. Yeah, keyboard shortcut actually works with this. So you should now be making enough of these. You are currently at 93% of efficiency, which means you probably are not producing enough screw. But on the other hand, I'm actually kind of okay with this. Consumption is not going crazy yet, so we're good. Already producing coupons with silica, so well, that's fair, I suppose. So they can go ahead and produce as much as they want to. And in the top right, I can already see we are getting the components already for the next tier, which is very good. And now we need to do basically the one that's gonna be a doozy. So we need automatic wiring, which is made in an assembler. So automatic wiring made in an assembler. We have like one recipe for it currently, and the alternative is actually pretty difficult as well. But I wonder, since we are definitely already making rotors and the wire, let's set ourselves up an assembler. Yeah, about there would be good. So we need automatic wiring. So 20 cables, or rather 50 a minute, and 2.5 stators a minute. Will produce 2.5 automatic wire in a minute. Which you need more of than that. So we're just gonna make 2 of them. Little conveyor merger never hurt anybody, basically. So set up there to there, there to there. There to there. Much tighter than the rest of the factory, I know, but it works. So let's see. So we're gonna need 5 stators a minute, which is basically one of the entire recipe for an assembler. But the requirements are not that hard, so that's fine. And you need about 100 cables a minute in total. Alright. Easiest way to make cables, definitely using the alternative. So the only thing we're gonna need is basically some copper wire and some steel pipes. And I might actually already still be making stators, but let me check. I'm not already making... yeah, I am. So, let's see, these are stators, right? Yeah, these are stators. So, since I'm already making them, I need to check what they're used for and all, but that should be pretty good. Let's see, remind myself what I use these things for. Also remind myself where I'm producing them. Not over here, not over here. I must be producing them somewhere, right? Well, I just follow the trail. So, up there. Let's see, do we have anything to offer in terms of the stuff? Let's see, stators are being produced right here. We are at 80% efficiency. Alright. So why is the efficiency not at 100%? That becomes the question. Might just be because there's not enough demand for it. Yeah, because you're full all the time, so. Let's see, and status go down here. Oh, we already have one that's producing its full output. Maybe we can just overclock it? Maybe that would be a nice idea. You're consuming 4 minutes from motors. Got it. Well, I think I'm gonna opt to just... Because we should have some overclockers. So, like 2 overclockers I think should do... Oh, let's go ahead and get 2 of those. And the also something can be used in the awesome field. Speaking of... Yeah, Dharma, please. Those are not really useful organizations. Yeah, not really needed. Foundations. Nah, we don't need it. Walls, we don't need it. Like honestly, most of the stuff here you don't need, but still. Parts. 50 heavily modular frames. High speed connectors, 100 of them. Alright. I think I just found a good use for it. Which means I'm probably just gonna be doing that instead of making them. But we'll see. So, yep, there we go. 11 coupons. I don't need copper ore. Sometimes you just need to see like, alright, what sort of stuff do I need? Give me high speed connectors. Coffee not like this, yeah. This is a way to get fabric, I suppose. 50 computers. Didn't I need 50 computers for something? Oh, right, and I should also get that. I feel like I needed 50 of them for something. Let me just see if I can go ahead and actually find it. Right, you need 50, 50, 50 for those things. You know what? Let's just go ahead and yeah, buy all. Yep.
Parts purchase confirmed. Promotion delayed by X times part value plus fixed stock value.
Yep. Promotion delayed. What a lovely employer. But with these high speed tints, I can now say go ahead and investigate something very useful. These things, as soon as I get my quick wire. Yeah, let's go ahead and just grab that. Be fairly simple, and these things will just make new coupons in the meanwhile. Like, we should be fairly good, basically. I also see that the production is going smooth enough, so I'm gonna go ahead and check that in a minute. But yeah, we are just gonna be increasing the speed of rotors, production that we just did, so we'll see if we produce enough stuff for the other stuff, but we will see, basically. Very nice. Move over here. Very neat. Oh, yep. Also activities detected. And we're just gonna be ignoring them. You know, as you do. Yeah, there's dismantle crates still over there, but I'm not that worried about it. I should get my jetpack revealed eventually though, but yeah. Oh, there's also iron plates over here apparently. No reason to not take them. Yep. It basically takes a while to get those points. Yeah, let's take a quick trip to the man. And let's go ahead and do some research. Yep.
Geothermal generator unlocked. Geysers added to the object scanner.
Yes.
When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. When life gives you deadly geothermal vents, run directly towards them and build generators. Use potentially lethal natural phenomena for your own benefit. It's the fix-it way.
It's the fix-it way. I suppose that might be true. Let's see, geothermal generator. So we would need frames and just some of those things. Well, alright. That should be pretty possible to get. Yeah, except you specifically need the high-speed connectors. Can I just purchase some more of those? Yeah, high-speed connectors, add to cart, buy all. Yeah, right here. I was gonna say I did buy it, right? Yeah, so let's see. We're gonna see if we have some pure geysers in the area. Because if we have like 400 bits of power just from doing that, yeah, that's gonna be something we would call definitely worth it. Oh yeah, it seems pretty good to me. Yeah. geyser. I'm pretty sure there was some like over in this general direction. Let's see. You're pure. You're temp. You're normal. There's some over here. Normal, normal. You know what? We might as well. We're gonna be building all three of them. I know where they are. It shouldn't take long to get that kind of power anyway. And like, there's no reason for us not to. Like, why shouldn't we? Like, free power. And even that, it's not even like a bad amount of power. Not like the kind of power where you're like, I don't really care. No, it's the kind of power where like, yeah, you should care. There's like an average of 400? That's pretty much outshines a fuel generator. And those take like way more effort as well, so... And there's even one over here. I'm gonna say on this map, it seems to be a very good source of power. Also, I shouldn't forget, we can now check out stuff like that if we make ourselves a cosmos. Let's see. Yeah, so a bit over here perhaps, and we should be good to go. Yeah, we can basically just go up here. And then let's set up Gazetini at all three of them. I mean, why not, honestly? Well, I'm gonna be assuming these are it, so let's briefly dispel off any enemy. Yes, that's done. Let's see. Do we have... I don't have quickfire. Well, that's fine. Not high enough, you say? I want to see, like, can I get enough height to basically just connect the poles up? I would really like not having to do any sort of shenanigans, especially apparently since I'm low on concrete again. Well, it allows me to select that in. Well, let's see. Can I cheese the game a bit by standing on this thing? Invalid aim location. I suppose I need to be closer, don't I? Well... This isn't super pretty. It's Still invalid aim location. Let's see. I can, because the game allows me to, dismantle the platform underneath me. Player is in the way. Yeah. Correct. Yes. Perfect. That helps. Now I don't need to go ahead and do this. Let's see, so... Yes, you are a research node. Like, let's make sure we have the... good generation. I'm assuming you're like the tiny one. Let's see. These normal. I'm gonna assume this like the tiny one. You're not even auto snap into it. You know what, I'm gonna say this good anyway. Well. Is it consistent, this form of power? No, but... this was cheap power to get, so... like... in terms of like the cost for this, yeah, it's definitely worth it. Yeah, let's go ahead and go down. And we're good to go. So that just instantly solved our power issues. Well, air something, but I don't know. Must not have been that important, I suppose. Oh, there's a mercenary over there. We might as well get them. You're not that hard to get, and you're close to my base anyway. Yes. Yoink.
Our instruments echo in the deep. Do they not plug the shallow threads?
Can you hear me?
Crescendo, the effigy found on the key. Sing more.
I was not created for artistic purposes. I am incapable of singing.
Yep.
You sing.
Noted.
You sing, and then it's just like, notice. Well, sure. 800 a minute. That's quick enough. And let's see. You are at 80%. Alright. You're not doing that bad. Let's just go ahead and do a quick status check on the one that's now been running. So now we can see, like, how are you running? You are running at 100%. Very good. You have supplies in abundance. So we're also running at 100%. Perfect. We're gonna go ahead and move on to overclocking. And we want to make sure we overclock this thing. Yeah. Let's say now this will produce 10 a minute. It's gonna need more wire and all that stuff. But we will see if that becomes a problem later on. So we can always just improve the situation later on. So let's see, you're gonna need cables and stators. So yeah, basically definitely gonna be needing an assembler. And I'm gonna put you on the alternative for cables, that's for sure. So we're gonna need wire, which is 45 minutes, and 6 rubber a minute. So the rubber, yeah, basically just a splitter, and we have it already. Splitter, and let's get a belt running, and meanwhile you'll just float in midair. I'm fine with it, honestly. Yeah, you're gonna need power, but it's not that big of a deal. Also, let's see, in terms of production, yeah, so this scale, so we might want to get some batteries or two for the power. Yeah, power storage. You are not that pricey. Let's just try it out. Yeah, so you store quite a bit of power, so that's what we like to see. So this thing takes quite a bit to charge. Clearly. But on the other hand, this will be a nice little buffer. So I don't need to be worrying that much. So let's see. Photo. I did not mean to go into photo mode. Splitter. We don't need anything fancy, just regular splitter. Well, oh, you should have been the first one I checked. Splitter. Which it calls this conveyor splitter, which is sure. But I'm used to Factorio where I just call it a splitter. So this already hooked up to this, so this just needs 45 wire a minute, and then it's gonna produce 100 cables a minute, which is definitely the way to go. And the status I just need to bring over here, so let's see, status are over there, right? Yeah. So elevator. You go up there. Don't need to be that high. So let's see, splitter. And the advantage is already placing it on the belt. The alignment will pretty much just be done for you. In terms of the copper, we currently are basically using all of the copper at the base, so we might just need to go ahead and look for new sources of it. But first of all, these things. Dun, 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 dun. No, that's fine mostly. You are gonna go right across here, right over here. And I think we're gonna want to have, just one splitter. This should be able to hook up nicely into there. You're gonna hook up into there and into there. So, let's go ahead and give this power. You can have power as well. Yeah, this is all good. So the only thing that's left in like the first step of this, gonna be like a long process obviously, is just some copper wire, which let us see if we have anything that will make copper wire at a satisfactory. So we make 30 over here and we make 30 over here. Alright, so we make 60 a minute, which currently seems to be quite eagerly being used up by the machine over here actually. So, no, I ruined my ladder. Oops. That's fine, we can go a slightly longer way around. The setup does work though, which is the only reason I've kept it. But trying to find more efficient routes and all that might also not be a bad thing. Mainly yeah, alright, so we're not producing enough copper wire. And it looks like, yeah, we currently have a backlog, so it's fine actually. But that might eventually become a problem. Because you're using 2.5 a minute, and what are you currently producing? At 50%, so you're producing about 2.8 a minute. Okay, so we're actually good on that, even though it's a smaller margin than I would like. But we're still good on that. This thing, however, requires 45 a minute. Let's see, do we have any other ways to make this recipe? There's like 4 in the game and we have 1. So we're gonna need to go with the copper ingot route. I think we will just make that over here, especially dedicated for this. So let us get some more concrete. And then we're gonna be needing to look for a new source of copper, because we've already used our existing one out there. Yeah, let's start with a quick scan for like copper, preferably pure nodes. So this will have tapped into normal, impure, definitely not. Alright, we'll just go with a normal node with a Mark II miner. That'll do, I suppose. 1, 2. Meanwhile, I don't need to carry the sphere around. Do I have the necessary components for a Mark II? Just some of those. Alright, I could easily get that, so let's go ahead and do a little sprint. Why do I have a splitter that conveys splitter, smart splitter? Oh, right, I was messing around with you, but you don't even need to be in this configuration, you can just be this. Yeah, and that will make it quite a bit more simple actually. So, and actually you are idle currently because you are not using that amount of stuff. Okay. That's actually a case where I'm fine with the efficiency being slightly lower. Regardless, let's see. You know what? Let's just make the copper wire off-site and just do that. Well, off-site's a big word, but like, yeah, and it's fine because I'm pretty sure it will not complain about the things being, if we want to be technical about it, not really that well aligned. Yeah, there we go. Miner Mark II. Missing the frames which I was gonna get, but I didn't do. Yeah, this factory is not the most efficient, I think. On the other hand, yeah, well, I want to check something. We don't have any available fixed coupons. That's fine, honestly. But basically, I'm thinking about what's in the MAM. And we do have this scanner tower over here, which I'm very keen on getting. Let's see, I think we have some computers. Yeah, some, but not enough. By a long shot. That's unfortunate. Yeah. We'll need to go ahead and do those in a bit then. Let's also see how you're doing. You're currently idle with definitely not enough wires. Okay. don't have a better recipe for it, so miner mark 2, belts. We actually need some more. Let's me also just go ahead and pound that. And one more stack. I mean, we're producing 30 a minute. Like, I made sure we have a healthy production of that stuff, basically. You guys are doing 100%, 100%, and 100%. Perfect. Let's see, you're producing 120 once you're all hooked up and all that. So, let's see, how many smelters do we need? 30. Alright, we need straight up 4 smelters. Sure. Alright, it's time for splitters. Basically. Probably makes sense to do it in this general order-ish. We might need to, yeah, you need to be remade. Let's just go ahead and put your output towards this side, then we can easily move you up into here. Yeah, not entirely straight, but that's fine. No, you're not lined up properly. Smart splitter. Yeah, let's do a normal splitter, please. Smart splitter, useful, but a bit pricey for that purpose. And also wouldn't do anything different from a regular splitter. So let's see, you go up to here. You go there, and then over there, and then you realize we should have a bit more wire on that. Yeah, hold on a minute. So let's get fire on hand. Also, yeah, we're getting that scan tower and see what it can bring us. Like, the most insane thing would be if I could scan hard drive. Or scan 4 hard drive locations. But I've also found some hard drives that are like in areas that are not traversable just yet. So that probably requires more technology because we have like way more of the what do you call them? Well, it escapes me for a minute, but something. Anyway. fine if there's some clipping. Not an assembler, because that would be way overkill. Just a constructor. Yeah, and that's also not built it backwards. Let's see. Yeah, wire. We only have one, and we... No, I do not want copper sheets. I want this. Copy settings. Base settings. So 15 each. You're gonna be doing this, this. Alright, so 15 each. How many am I gonna need? Like, we're gonna be needing quite the healthy amount. One over here. Service to uneven makes sense. I've not placed these that neatly, have I? No, but let's just count. So basically this can feed 2 of you guys. Yeah, so 4, 6, 7. Oh, like one more. And let's go ahead and just replace them because it's too uneven basically. So we're gonna need a lot. Then again, I think the amount of copper wire I'm gonna need, well, pretty much. No, I think it will be used, basically. That's what I'm down to. And we also have nice and really fast conveyor belt, so should be fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. And we're gonna be making wire with them. And yes, they're gonna need power. That's so fine. Let's see. Let's opt for mergers because it's probably, yeah. Now think about it. There's an easy way to do this without mergers. Mergers will make it, I think, quite a bit more organized, so yeah, that will be set up like this. Splitters. We're gonna be needing a lot of these. As long as this turn can be made, I'm fine with that. Invalid conveyor belts, sure. That's unfortunate, but I have an idea. So instead of outputting to the right away, let's just output to the front. That way this can have a nice loop-de-loop. And we might as well just go ahead and connect them all already. So the only thing we need is a bit more concrete. Not that far. It's too far. Splitters. Need to remind myself the orientation of these things. Huh. What a mess. Well, I'm out of iron plates. That's a first. Well, not a first, but still, I was generally good on them currently. But oh well. Let us grab a bunch. Then we're just gonna be finished hooking up all this stuff and we're good. Like, I can grab stuff from here, right? And it's fine. Yeah. I'm curious to see what will they do with the power consumption. Not that much, I suppose, since this thing is still charging up. Let's see. Neat, we can see the battery being fixed. So we're not letting any energy go to waste, basically. Which, that's always good. Yeah, and you're going ahead and be using lots of power. And my system is still pretty much good. Right, love to see it. Yes, Mark 2. Right, that requires quick wire. We're gonna have to put a Mark 1 wall here, for sure. Because even you do not have enough connections for all of these machines. So yeah, with like lots of these things, we're gonna be making, and just cause the cost is like nothing to me at this stage in the game. So basically this should really quickly go ahead, and yeah, it's working through the buffer currently, which makes sense. And then you are gonna be producing, yeah, it should eventually just stable out. And in fact, I should let it go ahead and build up a buffer. So, yeah. You're making 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180, 210, 240. Alright, so you are gonna be able to handle this pretty well. Conveyor merger. Also, I know it's not strictly necessary, but I think it looks neater, so that's why. Yours is too uneven. Yeah, we have to alright. Yep. I know those things are useful for giving me bears and such. But in this case, that one wasn't the way, so... Are you the wrong way? Yeah, you're orientated wrong. Oh, come on. Merger. There we go. Now you should actually. And now I offset. You know what? Since it's not that big of a deal, we also run. Yeah. You know, let's just check from here to see whether they're right or wrong. Really, I did the first part right and the second part wrong. Well, that's a bummer. Up. I should actually be looking at this. Might be useful. So let's see what the power production spikes up to if I do this. It doesn't even bring any net. 76% efficiency. Are my calculations of 30, 30, 30, 30? Oh, you might not be. No, I see. I see. So my calculations are actually correct. Just because these guys are currently... Yeah, it should eventually all even out. You're consistently at 75 though. Ah, you're going up. Give it a minute, it will stop being so. So let's see. Let's go ahead and just keep this separately for now. Yeah, for now let's just dedicate it to over for the ship components. Yeah, and then we can go ahead and split it off later. That's a bit higher than I thought it would be. It might need to be not that high. It will work out, I suppose. Can we... You're not allowed to build on top of that. I am allowed to build on top of that. Let's just trail this along wherever the game will allow me. And let's not accidentally put it in like a splitter or something. That doesn't seem like a great time. Well, just split it over here. It's just spaghetti anyway, so it's yeah. This doesn't look very good, but this is definitely at least 45 a minute. Probably like way more. And we'll count in. So with these, there's definitely enough cable being produced right now. So in a minute, these should sprint to life, and the first component is made. So automatic wiring complete. Let's now have a look at circuit boards. So they're used in quite a number of things, actually. But we only have one recipe for them. They require copper sheets and they require plastic. Now, copper sheets we are delivering somewhere. Oh no, they are being delivered over there actually. Let's see. You're currently... Oh wow, we might need to have a look at production things in a bit. I think we might have upset the balance of the factory. Oh well. So circuit boards. That's not what we're looking for. I forget, how do we go ahead and update, or rather get the codecs open? It's not that big of a deal currently. What I do want to check on is, how is my power doing? It's doing very well. So now we even have a little battery as an overflow thing. This is good. Very good. State is already struggling now that it's actually producing. Not gonna be helping. Like, at all. But, it will back up and all that. Right. Yeah, that won't help, but I feel like we should just get the power. Alright, so circuit board. It needs 5 a minute. 7.5 a minute, but seeing as how many are needed over here, we're gonna want a bigger production than that. So 12 or 15 copper sheets a minute, like 30 plastic a minute for 7.5 a minute. So, let's see, so 7.5 a minute. We're gonna want to use them in computers, I assume. Let's see. How difficult was this thing to craft anyway? We have this, we have this, we have this. Not that hard, but it's only uses in here currently, so. It's slower, but it's fine. And besides, you need 2 minutes, you produce 2.5 minutes, so you're fine. Plastic and cables we have. We don't have enough, we still need more. But we can now easily expand that, so that's fine. Circuit boards, you're gonna require 10 a minute. So you're gonna need 2 of these, so we're gonna need 30 copper sheets a minute. Hmm. So let's see, how much are we producing here in terms of copper sheets? We're producing 10, 20, 30. So we're producing 30, which is more than we need. We have a little backlog. And so we have like 7.5 left a minute. Let's see. Oh, we just need to keep in mind we have 7.5 a minute left on the total production. You're still going strong, which I like to see, although you're probably gonna stop soon-ish. On the other hand though, that's fine, you can just slowly keep chugging along. Being as we need 500 of those made, so... yeah, this part is now going smooth. We need at least 2 of these. And you only have 15 left. Alright, that's not gonna cut it by a long shot. Let's see, 5 a minute? Or rather, let's have a look at the oh, you're also used in these. Oh, you're like the real fancy stuff, aren't you? Adaptive control. No, wait, that's the adaptive control unit I'm making. Hold on, but I also have I don't have alternative recipes for you. I have alternative recipes for high speed conversion, but that's not what we're looking for. Yeah, this is not a good recipe for us at all. It's only doing 7.5 a minute. So computers, which we're gonna need 2, is gonna require 10. So let's just calculate this out. So 7. Let's just calculate how many of these circuit board things do I need. So we're already needing 10, and we need at least 1 computer thingy. And you're gonna be using 2 minutes, so that's fine. We can even scale that back a bit. But you would still need about 4. Let's just say you need about 4. For 1. Yeah, you need 4 for 1 and you need 10 a minute. So you already need 2 of these. You need them directly. You need 5 a minute. So you would be satisfied with just 1 of them. But that would be 15 a minute, so we need 2 of these. Actually, needing 2 of them is good enough, actually. So we just need 2 of them. Which means we're gonna need 30 of those sheet minutes. You know what, I've set them all to make wires over there. We can repurpose some of them. Because I was just wanting to get a big volume out. So these back ones don't need to be doing that. let's see. Yeah, copper sheets. Put you on standby for a moment. Else we need to make sure this doesn't screw up the ratio. Yeah, it will screw up the ratio. 20. Oh, these are copper wires and junk. Yeah, I'm not that concerned about that. Yeah, we definitely need to rethink the needs of things already. So let's see. Then you are now producing the equivalent of 4 of them. So that won't do. Really unfortunate that I need to scrap all this already, but it is what it is, I suppose. You go over to... No, you go over to here. Some more space. Let's go ahead and just real quick get rid of you via a very temporary also thing. There we go. This doesn't give me any amount of coupons for something. Nope, definitely not. So you're now doing 60 of these a minute, whereas you guys... Yeah, so just one needs to be left out, unfortunately. Yeah, this actually makes way more sense. I'm not gonna bother with the splitter. Also, I know it's a mess here. Yeah, what can I do? Production's gonna get started on these, and these. Yeah. So let's go ahead and expand the foundations from there all the way over to here. After all, it's not a difficult recipe, so we can just go ahead and make it over here. Then we're gonna export the circuits as we need to. So it's an assembler. And if I remember my calculations earlier, I don't even need that many. I need like 4 of them. Wait. Yeah, it's a fair bit to be honest. But it's fine. So we need to go ahead and select the recipe that we want, which would be... Did I make the wrong... no, circuit board. 15 a minute. Oh, right. I only need 2 of these. Circuit boards. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, it wants to do the battables. You know what? I should just go ahead and get some of the better stuff anyway. We might want to hook up the copper and things like that. Although, honestly, I would just like to get some better recipes for them. Or rather, different ones. But we were not so fortunate, it seems. So that part is going to be a bit of work. Also, yeah, the only reason I have the milestone in there is just reminding myself, hey, you can do this eventually. Which, once we do make all the stuff, probably gonna go to phase 3 completion first. Right. Nice. We have a nice amount of this stuff. This stuff we have way too much of, so. Yep, there's that. So now we're gonna be rocking the Mark II poles all day. Yeah, I suppose that circuit board is already like them. Yeah. Let's go ahead and remove that. I don't know how long that's been there, but it is not relevant. It isn't relevant, basically. Done. Yeah, you go ahead and get sent to the awesome sink while you're doing your production then. Yep, so that's all working great and all. I was busy over here. Yeah. Yeah, I wanted to expand you. And if I, yeah, just quick, why basically. Here we go. Conveyor splitter. And 30 splitter. Yeah, basically let's get another splitter, which is over here. And we're just already going to come up. Are you going to be difficult with the shape? Yes, you are. Splitter. Or as the game likes to call them in, well, as this game likes to call them, conveyor splitter. We might need to. We need slightly different positions. Conveyor splitter's gonna go over here. Let's see, then it's gonna still pretty easily go there. And now if I build the one merger, splitter. I should set up my things a bit more closer. Well, you don't have any issues. That. Splitter over here then only. Alright, you don't have a problem. Alright, you had a problem with the previous one, but you allow me to do this stuff? Sure. So the only thing we need is plastic. We need about 60 a minute. That should be pretty easy doable. The only thing is stuff is not nice and close to each other. Yep. Flipping doesn't really determine this at this stage. I've tried to do this space with as little flipping as possible. Turns out that's tall order for you to ask. I do not have any in case steel. Oh. Luckily for me, I have a big supply of them. And yeah, I know there's a ton of dismantled crates here, so I can just clean these up. This is not the kind of stuff I care too much about. And yeah, the warning is that my fuel is out. It's correct, it's not a bother for me. So 7.5 a minute, nice. So the things you are used in are gonna be computers, but are gonna be required for these things. And you also need plastic and you need cable. You know what? You make copper wires here anyway, right? You're doing 60. Let me think. Will it make sense to bring these? Because I already have plastic here. Although on the other hand, I'm using all of the cables I have. Yeah, although that doesn't actually make sense. Let's see. It might make sense to use the non-alternative here. So if I say the standard recipe is 60 a minute, and it will give me 30 cables a minute. I would only be using it for this, for which it would be plenty, so yeah. 60, 30. You don't have power? Oh, silly me. Well, that's fixed and sorted. 30 30, 30, 60. Splitter. Do you have room for one? Barely, that's a light hit. But hey, you work, so 30 a minute is enough. You're producing. So you only need plastic, which I can just get from the line over there, and you just need to be made in the manufacturer. So, like, it needs to be made in the big bin. That's about it in terms of stuff. Um, 7.5. Let's see. So it's a minute. So you need 10 a minute. Okay. So definitely need to be more than this. Merger right here. So right about here. Another splitter over here to move it like over here and eventually up there. Yeah, perfect. I can go ahead and give you power. You're the one who needs cables. So the only thing you need is plastic, which we have like right over here. I might as well well, last part's a bit tough. And I'm producing this. Very good, actually. So let's see, I have to end it over here in just one moment. So next time we'll just need to be doing heavy modular frames. Right? And then that's about it. I might go ahead and just change stuff, just already hook this up. So yeah, it's producing and we have circuit board producing and we only need to have modular frames. It's not the worst. Like most of the stuff is already set up. Yeah, and we only need like 1 minute, so like we don't need that definitive production. Like then we have set up over there for it. Should in any case, that is going to be it for today. Everybody, thank you so much for watching, and have a great rest of your day. Bye bye. Dun, dun, dun. Mm-hmm.